بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله العلي العظيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم المصطفى محمد وآله الطيبين الطاهرين لا سيما بقية الله في الأراضين اللهم أخرجني من ظلمات الوهم وأكرمني بنور الفهم اللهم افتح علينا أبواب رحمتك وانشر علينا خزائن علومك برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Page 84, and this is lesson 15. Towards the end of this lesson, Ayatollah Saad has different classifications of itlaq. One was Shomali and Badali. Sometimes it's inclusive, sometimes it's like alternative. And then Afradi wa Ahwali. For example, sometimes we say Akram Zaidan. Zaid is one person. So itlaq is not with respect to individuals. If I say Akram Rajulan, means any Rajul, any man, any human being. But when I say Akram Zaidan, so this has no itlaq with respect to individuals. But it has itlaq with respect to conditions. Akram Zaidan in morning, in afternoon, when he's tired, when he's not tired, when he's talking, when he's listen. So with respect to conditions, it has itlaq. But with respect to individuals, it's fixed. And sometimes can be both. For example, Akram Rajulan. It can be any person and it can be any circumstances, any condition. So this is one classification that I think we discussed this last week. The last point is, do we have itlaq in al-ma'na al-harfi? You remember we said sometimes meanings are ismi, means independent. You can understand them independently. These are ma'naya ismi, like book, human being, pen, and this type of things. Or ibtida, intaha, zarfiyat, sababiyat. These are all ismi. But sometimes it's harfi. Harf is, al-ma'na al-harfi is the meaning which is understood from prepositions or from haya'at. Yeah. For example, when you say akram, the meaning of ikram is ismi, is independent. But this hay'a, this cast, this format of akram shows command. It initiates command. This is ma'na al-harf. So scholars of usul have different opinions with respect to possibility of having itlaq and applying muqaddamat al-hikmah in ma'an al-harfiyya. For ma'an al-ismiyya, of course, that's the minimum, they agree. But for ma'an al-harfi, Ayatollah Saad says, we talk about this in Halqah al-Thalithah, in the third level, but the conclusion is that yes, we can. So for example, when we say Akram Zaidan, this akram shows command, but this command has itlaq. It can be any kind of ikram, any time, any way. It's not muqayyad. So you can apply muqaddamat al-hikmah here as well. Al-Itlaq fil ma'ani al-harfiyyah. مر بنا سابقا أن المعاني في المصطلح الأصولي تارة تكون معاني اسمية كمدلول عالم في أكرم العالم وأخرى معاني حرفية. In the past, this was mentioned that meanings in usuli terminology sometimes are ismiya, which are independently understood, like alim, knowledgeable scholar, in akram al-alim. You understand the meaning of alim even when it is alone. Yeah? And sometimes meanings are harfi, like prepositional. كمدلول صيغة الأمر في نفس المثال. In the same example of أكرم العالم, أكرم is a command. How do you understand this command? From a structure, from صيغة الأمر. لا شك في أن قرينة الحكمة تجري على المعاني الإسمية ويثبت بها إطلاقها. There is no doubt that قرينة الحكمة is applicable in معاني إسمية. And with قرينة الحكمة we can establish إطلاق of معاني إسمية. يثبت بها means بقرينة الحكمة. إطلاقها means إطلاق المعاني الإسمية. So with قرينة الحكمة we can establish إطلاق of معاني إسمية. أما المعاني الحرفية but معاني حرفية فقد وقع النزاع في إمكان ذلك بشأنها. But with respect to معاني حرفية there is a debate. There is no consensus. Some people say it's possible, some people say it's not possible. أما المعاني الحرفية فقد وقع النزاع في إمكان ذلك بشأنها means في إمكان إثبات إطلاق with قرينة حكمة in معاني الحرفية. مثلا إذا شككنا في أن الحكم بالوجوب هل هو مطلق وثابت في كل الأحوال أو في بعض الأحوال دون بعض. For example, if we doubt that this ruling for wujub, that we say akram al-alim, this akram shows command, wujub al-ikram. Is this wujub for certain condition or general? إذا شككنا, if we doubt whether the ruling of obligation, wujub, is mutlaq and is there for all circumstances and conditions, or في بعض الأحوال or only for some conditions. If we doubt, فهل يمكن أن نطبق قرينة الحكمة على مفاد أكرم في المثال? Are we able to apply qarinatul hikmah to meaning of akram, which is fi'lul amr, and it is ma'naya harfi in this example that we had? Well, what is the meaning of akram? Al-wujub, al-mufad, wujub, which is understood على نهج النسبة الطلبية والإرسالية. As you remember, we said صيغة الأمر shows النسبة الطلبية. You ask, you push someone for something, towards something. إرسال, you dispatch someone, to push someone to do something. This meaning is possible to be used for itlaq or not. Can we say wujub al-ikram is general, or we cannot say? هل يمكن, is it possible that we apply qarinatul hikmah to the meaning of akram in this example that we had, akram al-alim? What is mufad akram? What is the meaning of akram? Al-wujub is the obligation which is understood as nisbat talabiyya, as a special relation which is for demanding and pushing someone to something. Is it possible to apply qarinatul hikmah li'ithbat annahu mutlaq, so that we establish, we prove that it is mutlaq, or la, it's not possible. وَسَيَأْتِي تَوْزِيهُ الْحَالِ فِيهَا. This niza, this debate is there, this controversy is there, and explanation of this debate comes in Halqiyya Thalitha, inshaAllah ta'ala, the third level. وَالسَّحِيهُ فِيهِ. But the short answer is this. The correct view in this niza is إمكان تطبيق مقدمات الحكمة في المثل. It's possible to apply مقدمات الحكمة. So if Akram al-Alam, you have doubt when I should do ikram, you can say it's mutlaq. How I should do ikram? By greeting, by offering food, by giving gift, by visiting, it's mutlaq. Anything which is counted as ikram can work. Okay, alhamdulillah, we finished this lesson. Now we go to lesson 16. And this is continuity of the discussion about itlaq. التغابل بين الإطلاق والتقييد. What is the contrast? What is the type of opposition between itlaq and taqyid? You remember taqabul in mantiq, logic. Yeah? We said taqabul can be tazad, can be tanaquz, can be adam wa malaka, can be tadayuf. Yeah, we have four types of taqabul. Tazad, amran wujudiyan baynahuma qayatul khilaf. Tadayuf also are two things that they can only be understood with reference to each other. Fawqiyat and tahtiyat. You cannot understand one without the other. Or walid and walad. Child and parent. Tanaquz is just wujudi and adami. Opposite to it. Adamu malaka is wujudi and adami, but Adam where wujud is possible. Min sha'nahi al-malaka. Like blind. We don't say to a stone that it is blind. We don't say to paper it's blind. Why? Because they cannot see. A'ma wal basir. It is Adamu malaka. But if you say basir wa Adamul basir, this is tanaqus. I can say this book is not basir. Yes, because anything is either basir or not. Yeah, and nagizan la yartafi'an. Either it's nagiz or the other one. So I can say it's either basir or not basir. But I cannot say it is either basir or a'ma. Only something that can be basir can be a'ma. Okay? So there is a difference between a'ma and adamul basar. Adamul basar is nagiz. Anything which is not basir is adamul basir. But a'ma is for something that can be basir. And there are many things that neither you can say they are a'ma, nor you can say they are basir. Because adamu malaka can be negated from many things. Okay? So, taqabul refers to these relations. What is the question here? Before I mention what is the question, we should remember one terminology. We had it before in previous books. But if someone has forgotten, or this is the first book on usul, ulama many times use this useful terminology. It's very useful terminology. مقام الثبوت ومقام الإثبات. Sometimes we are concerned about the things as they are in reality. This is مقام الثبوت. As they are in reality. Taratan, we are concerned about things as we can understand, as we can know them. This is maqamul ithbat. Okay? For example, what is adala? What is justice? We want to say our salatul jama'ah behind someone. He has to be adil. What is adil? In maqam al-thubut, in reality, means this person has a malaka, a permanent quality that doesn't let him commit sins. It's maqam thubut. But now, how you establish that? How you verify that? You need evidence. Maybe someone in reality is adil, but because we don't know him, we cannot say our prayer behind him. Yeah? Because we don't know. Or maybe someone in reality is not adil, but people say he is adil, and based on saying of two witnesses, we say, because they have seen him only in public and he has always been good, so they bear witness that he is adil, they are convinced, but maybe they are wrong. So there are two things. One is adala in maqam thubut, means in reality. No matter who knows or who doesn't know, whether we are there to observe or not. In reality, is this person adil or not? Another thing is fi maqam al-ithbat. Okay? These are, for example, another example. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala fi maqam al-thubut does not depend on anything. Yeah? He is cause of the causes. He is the ultimate cause. Fi maqam al-thubut. But fi maqam al-ithbat, when we want to prove his existence, maybe we use sometimes arguments which are based on knowing ma'lul and then coming to know him. We say burhan n. Yeah, burhan n. You go from ma'lul to illa. You see fire and you say there is a smoke. This is from illa to ma'lul. But sometimes it's opposite. You see a smoke and you say there must be fire. A smoke in maqam al-subut depends on fire. But in maqam al-isbat, fire depends on smoke. Okay, do you understand the difference? So maqam al-subut and maqam al-isbat are very much different. There are people, for example, there are scholars who are very knowledgeable fi maqam al-subut, but no one knows about them. They are unknown, and people think they are very low in rank. On the other hand, there can be people who are very much known to be as great scholars, but maybe in reality they are not that great. And sometimes people have both. They are great in reality and they are also very much known and respected. So these are two different things that may match and correspond, may not match. Okay? Maqam al-thubut, maqam al-ithbat. Now, after understanding this, we go to the question of itlaq and taqyid. Itlaq and taqyid can be considered in the level of thubut and can be considered in the level of ithbat. For example, if something in reality is meant to be muqayyad. For example, he wanted us to release a believing servant, a slave. أَعْتِقْ رَقَبَةً مُؤْمِنَةً. This was his concept, his idea. Raqabah has to be mu'min. In reality, don't think about how it's said, how it's expressed. Mawla, in his command, he wanted a believing slave to be freed, for example. This is subut, maqam al-subut. Is it mutlaq or muqayyad? It's muqayyad. Because al-raqabiyyu mu'minah. It's not mutlaq. With respect to iman, it is muqayyad. Whether it is man or woman, it's mutlaq. Whether it is young or old, it's mutlaq. But with respect to faith, it's muqayyad. This is fi maqam al-thubut. Sometimes in maqam al-thubut for him doesn't make difference. He says atiq raqabah. Even in thubut, any slave, free any slave. So, itlaq and taqyid in maqam al-thubut has nothing to do with the wording, with the expression. It's about the intention and the meaning inside legislator. But sometimes we have itlaq or taqyid fi maqam al-ithbat. How we understand it, how we prove it, how we establish it from the text. If he says a'tiq raqabatan mu'mina and he mentions mu'mina, or he says bring me cold water, he mentions cold, this is muqayyad fi maqam al-ithbat. So in subut was muqayyad, and also in ithbat he brought a specific qayd to say that I want only this one. Okay? So it's muqayyad fi maqam al-thubut wal-ithbat. But if he wants to that we only free a slave, it doesn't matter what type of slave, or he says bring me water, no matter cold or hot. If this is what he wants in reality, how does he express this in maqam ithbat? It's just enough that he doesn't mention any qayd. For muqayyad, he has to mention qayd. But for itlaq, just the fact that he doesn't mention any qayd, it's enough. If he was able to speak and he was in maqam al-bayan, he could mention qayd and he doesn't bring qayd, it is enough for us. So, itlaq fi maqam al-thubut is something, itlaq fi maqam al-isbat is something else. Itlaq fi maqam al-thubut means, what is the reality of this ruling? Did he want to be muqayyad or mutlaq? That's thubut. But then he has to convey this to us. When he wants to convey, for taqyid, he has to mention qayd. For mutlaq, he doesn't need to say mutlaq. He doesn't need to say a'tiq raqabatan mutlaqa. The fact that he doesn't mention any qayd is enough. Adamu taqyid, it's enough. The only condition is that muqaddamatul hikmah must be there. He must be fi maqam al-bayan and he must be able to make qayd. And if he doesn't then make, then that's enough. So, اتزه مما ذكرنا. From what we have said, it became clear أن هناك إطلاقا وتقييدا في عالم اللحاظ وفي مقام الثبوت. It has become clear that we have إطلاق وتقييد in the world of consideration, or in other words, في مقام الثبوت, means when Mawla wants to make the decision, the ruling, forget expression, forget how he is going to convey. Just when he wants to consider what we should do, is every i'taq enough, or has to be a'tiq raqabatan mu'mina, for example. So we said there is itlaq wa taqyid fi alam al-lihaz wa fi maqam al-thubut, wa taqyid huna bima'na lihaz al-qayd wal itlaq bima'na adam al-lihaz al-qayd. So in maqam al-thubut, taqyid means that he wants the qayd, he wants the condition, he wants it to be mu'min, or he wants water to be cold. And itlaq means that he doesn't have any specific quality or characteristic in his mind. He has not considered additional characteristic. For him, a slave was enough to be freed. For him, water was enough to be brought. But هناك أيضا إطلاق وتقييد في عالم الدلالة وفي مقام الإثبات. But there is another إطلاق وتقييد which is in the world of indications and in the context of إثبات, when you want to prove, when you want to express something. When it comes to expression, تقييد means الاتيان في الدليل بما يدل على القيد. You bring in the reference, for example, it's a جملة اسمية, جملة فعلية. In that text that you are bringing, you bring بما يدل على القيد. You bring something that indicates that qayd. For example, mu'minah or barid. Itani bima'in barid. This barid is qayd. This mu'minah is qayd. What is itlaq in maqam ithbat? Taqyid fi maqam al-isbat is to bring the qaid. What is itlaq? Not to bring qaid. You don't need to bring itlaq as a qaid and say bil itlaq or mutlaqan. Wal itlaq bima'na adam al-ityan bima yadullu ala al-qaid. Itlaq means that you don't bring what indicates qaid. مع ظهور حال المتكلم في أنه في مقام بيان تمام مراده. There is a mistyping. تمام مراده بخطابه. When he doesn't bring qaid and it is apparent, it's understandable from the circumstances of the speaker that he wants to explain all his meaning بخطابه, with his address. With this text, he wants to say everything. وَالْإِطْلَاقُ الْإِثْبَاتِ يَدُلُّ عَلَى الْإِطْلَاقِ الثُّبُوتِ. Itlaq in the expression indicates itlaq in reality. وَالتَّقْيِيدُ الْإِثْبَاتِ يَدُلُّ عَلى التَّقْيِيدِ الثُّبُوتِ. Taqyid in expression also indicates taqyid in reality. ولا شك في أن الإطلاق والتقييد متقابلان ثبوتا وإثباتا. There is no doubt that إطلاق and تقييد, whether in ثبوت as reality or إثبات in expression, they cannot be together. There is contrast, there is opposition between إطلاق and تقييد. إطلاق الثبوتي and تقييد الثبوتي, or إطلاق إثباتي and تقييد إثباتي, they are متقابل. One thing cannot be both mutlaq and muqayyad from the same perspective. It can be mutlaq with certain conditions. For example, I say, atiq raghabatan mu'minah. With respect to iman, is muqayyad. With respect to gender, is mutlaq. But it's not possible that from the same perspective, for the same point, it's both mutlaq and muqayyad. Okay? For example, with respect to gender, to be both mutlaq and muqayyad, it's not possible. So there is taqabul between itlaq and taqyid in subut and isbat. But taqabul has different types. Taqabul can be tazad, taqabul can be tadayuf, taqabul can be tanaquf, taqabul can be adam and malaka. Which type of taqabul is here? I think this we can leave it inshallah for another time because it's time of salah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin.